All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to you, brothers that's out there laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word of truth and sincerity. And Shalom to you, believers out there. The Akim Wa Akwa. So, as you can see, I got this article queued up. All right, this came to my phone through Newsbreak a couple days ago. All right. But I was listening to the brother lesson. Okay. Um, just the brother GMS dedication by. Let me share his channel. This is his channel right here. He do very edifying work. GMS dedication by. All right. But you see this. You see this in my daddy's belly. All right. And then it just I'm like, I can merge the two because I was just gonna do a lesson on that article, but then once he brought this out, I'm like, I can kind of merge the two. All right, so you see, so I'm listening to the brother's video, and so I'm like, let me go to this Instagram page and see who is this person. And when I went, now you see the madness. You see the madness right here. You see it. All right, this guy Logan. All right, I guess he's a T man. And I think the T man is the woman that say they changed to a man. All right. Because when you get with these, when you start delving deep into this, it's confusion. That's why the Lord named it Babylon the Great. And as you can see right here, all right, this madness right here, man. You know, and this is what we got to deal with until the Lord come get us. But as you can see, you know, you know what community this is. I wanted to show something else. I was just scrolling through, but I think this person cut their breast off, and I was just like, man. So madness right here, and it says I took a pregnancy test and it was positive. I've been off testosterone for a while due to some health issues. See, and that's what happened when you deal with this type of stuff, man. It's health issues, and they already mentally ill. It was like my whole world just stopped. That everything, all my manlyhood that I've worked hard for so long, just completely felt like it was and that's because you're not a real man. All right, I'm always gonna feel like I'm always gonna be a man and feel like a man. Now you got times where you feel down, but I know I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? It's this the madness right here. So I learned, so really I want to get into this article, all right, because it says in a decade human bodies may not be required to make a baby. Now this is the second part of the madness, really, because see what they're trying to do is basically undo what the Most High have done. All right, which they not going to be able to do. But what I'm saying is, Esau Edom is really saying that he is. All right, it's his God complex. All right, and here go the key points. It says artificial womb technology is expected to be available in less than a decade. Artificial wombs will initially be used to augment infertility medicine. This technology will likely be appealing for reasons other than medical necessity. Time will reveal artificial wombs' emotional and psychological impact on parents and their offspring. And, you know, so just getting into it, it says the business of baby making is about to be reinvented yet again. And even when you go here, all right, this ties into this. That's why I was like, I could just merge the two because when you get down now, that's a real woman, and you notice again the breasts have been chopped to make it look like pecs. All right. But this is what this is going into. All right. This is going into basically saying any a man can have a baby as well, which a man can't have a baby. All right. But say, you got two guys and they want to do this right here when it's available. The business of baby making is about to be reinvented yet again. This won't be the first time technology has permanently modified the ways both babies are conceived and gestated, but it certainly heralds a dramatic shift in the business of human procreation. Sooner than you can probably imagine, people will have the choice between gestating a fetus inside a human body or outside one. All right. And I want to skip down because they did a lamb. All right. They did a lamb. I'm gonna show a little still of that. Let me jump down. What did I want to do? All right. At first glance, this may not be appear to be a monumental development. After all, premature infants born without fully functioning lungs have successfully matured in incubators for many decades. Yet, the technology available today is limited to babies already reasonably viable. All right. So it says, for example, it cannot replicate the complex functions of an umbilical cord or placenta. Today, we can fertilize a human egg outside of a human body via IVF, but without a human uterus, the embryo remains just that, a small mass of cells enter artificial wombs. And see, the Lord, He created man and woman, the man and a woman to come together and create. All right. The most obvious use, this is where I'm at. The most obvious use of artificial, wait, hold on. Let me see. Nope. Let's jump down here. Other potential benefits, it says other potential benefits include that it allows for surgical correction of some fetal abnormalities that are currently impossible if a fetus gestate in a human womb. Some feminists have heralded artificial wombs as the great equalizer of gender. See, and that's feminism killed is one aspect that killed things. All right, but again, this is going into this. All right. So now it's going into that equality bull. All right. All right. So it said feminists have heralded artificial wombs as the great equalizer of genders. Never again will a woman be professionally limited because of pregnancy for the time in the for the first time in the history of humanity. Pregnancy will be a choice rather than an essential component of baby making. And see, this is that's why I got this scripture right here. Let's get this because again, the Lord did everything perfect. Now, when you go to Genesis 1 and 27, it says, so the Most High created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he him. Male and female created them. And the Most High said unto them, be fruitful and multiply. See, that's the job for who? Male and female. All right. And replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Now I want to jump down to verse 31. After all of that, what happened? And the Most High saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good. It was already perfect. But what Esau Edom is trying to say, it is not perfect. All right. What the Most High did was not perfect. If you are a woman and you desire to be a man, you can do so. If you're a man and desire to be a woman, you can do so. If you two dudes, y'all want to get married, go ahead. Forget about what the Most High. That's what Esau is saying. The so-called elites, so-called white man who rules the planet Earth right now. He's governing over the planet right now. He's saying what the Most High uh, said was very good is not. All right. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. All right. So the Lord said what? He created. male and female, not all these genders that they have made up. Then when he said male and female, what? Be fruitful and multiply. Meaning what? Come together, have sex, have kids. All right. And when he did it, he beheld, and what? It was very good. It was perfect the way he did it. It's a reason why he created the man to come together with the woman and for them to have children and for the woman to carry the baby. It's a reason. All right. Going back to the article, it says just decades ago, parenting required a male and a female. You see, a male and a female to have intercourse resulting in the egg being fertilized. And see, he want to create something pseudo. He want to do something that's going to be unnatural, man. He want to be God. All right. Successfully attaching to the uterus and ultimately developing inside a woman's body. Right. That's how the Lord created it. Within a few years, none of these stages will be required. See, he's saying what the Most High did was not perfect. Eggs can be already eggs can already be fertilized in the test tube. These fertilized cells can mature into a fetus while still in the lab. Soon, a fetus could be implanted in an artificial womb. It is likely that most people reading this post today will one day know a world where babies can be made without the involvement of a human body. All right. It says, wow. However, the ethics of these advancements are murky at best. For example, what could be the emotional and physical impact of being reared in an artificial space? And that's the thing. Like, you know, the the Most High, He made it perfect because that's a bonding period between the mother and the child. Okay, even for the father. All right, the father, lay in a bed with his woman. All right, he might put his head and listen in the belly. He talked to his kid in the belly, his child in the belly. You know, they might play certain musics and things of that nature. All right, it's a bonding period, and I got a video that I'm gonna pull up that's going where I'm gonna show this video, but that's a bonding because even my mother was telling me, sometime when my dad would play music when she was pregnant with me, that I would be moving around when he played the music. Okay. And my dad got a kick out of when he felt me, kicking. It was a happy moment for him. All right. That bonding, okay, is more bonding between the child and the mother, of course, because she's carrying it, but it's still a bonding process for the father as well, because he's watching his seed grow in stages, okay, with his woman. The first 3 months you see her at a certain level. Then, at 6 months she at a certain level, even to the eighth and ninth month. All right. And y'all go through that journey together. All right. So it's it's still a bonding experience that my mother have told me memories of when she was pregnant with me, when I was, of things that I used to do in her belly. All right. And that's an experience for a woman, man. That's how the Lord made it. So they can bond. The bonding don't start when the baby come out. The bonding start when the mother is carrying a baby. That's when the bonds start, even for the father. Because the father can feel the kicks, and he's in that journey with his woman, and he rubbing her belly, talking to his baby. That's an experience for. I don't have kids, but I can imagine. I know. I got friends that got kids, and I'm pretty sure a man will tell you, hey, that was, I like to going through that too. I mean, I like to watching my baby grow. Okay. So it says, continuing on, I expect the recorded sound of a parent's heartbeat and voice will be channeled into the womb. See, a parent's scent can likely infiltrate a room so that the baby's first breath is infused with it. The fetus will not have to contend with spikes in parents' cholesterol levels, side effects of pollution or medication, or inadequate nutrition. All right, which you do have some bad mothers carrying babies, but give me a break, man. This is so Esau can perform madness and further this agenda as well, and play God because he has a God complex. All right, these people are mentally ill. All right, look at this. Cover of Glamour, UK. See, you see it. This is praised in this society, man. You see it. All right, a perfect environment for development, it would seem. Let me see. Let me see if I want to get this part. Yeah, let's get this. I want to get this real quick. It said, the consequences on expectant parents are also worth considering. What a relief this offers women who are at risk for complicated births. But with most technologies, all right, you see Esau with his technology, man, there may be unequal access for wealthier parents. Will insurance companies pay for this option? Further, a baby's presence is felt in the household for about 9 months. Right. That's that period, man. Even for other siblings, they might have, it might be other kids in the house and they can, rub the belly as well, and the baby is hearing their brothers and sisters in the household, running and playing and things of that nature, hearing the dad, hearing the mom, of course. The- it's a whole natural way that the Most High created it to be. Because again, the baby is in the household, even in the womb. The best believe, and the more that baby grow, is hearing brother, sister, mom, dad, whatever kids, maybe even a dog in the household. Certain musics, the schedule of the parents. The baby is in their household, like you're saying. All right. A baby's presence is felt in the household for about 9 months. Each trimester bring new physical challenge as a woman pregnancy advances. If she's with a partner, her partner is also adjusting to these changes, right? The father gotta adjust as well. All right. He might have to, clean up a little bit more. He might have to do the dishes more night. So he might have to cook more nights. Because as the woman is getting bigger, of course she's going to be more drained. She's not going to be able to lift as much, do as much. You don't want your woman stressed out when she's pregnant. Okay. It seems likely that the lack of experience could be emotionally impactful in some way. Of course, in one sense, this is not new. Adoptive parents picked up their infant at a scheduled date and time, but they have been through a tremendous vetting process involving much waiting and uncertainty. I am inclined to think that scheduling the arrival of your newborn from an artificial womb is a different psychological experience. All right. So that's this. Now you see it. All right. This is where things is heading. Now, what I want to do is let's get to the scriptures real quick, and then I'm gonna play the video. And Lord willing, we get to some more scriptures. Now, when you go to Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9, it says what? The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Okay. There is no new thing, okay, under the sun. All right. And where am I going with this? Because when you go to Genesis, all right, the 6th chapter, and starting at verse 5, it says, and the most high saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. All right. This is the part of the wickedness of man right here. All right. This type of, this right here, the wickedness of man. All right. You see it. You see it. All right. A woman. This. Let me just pull this cover back up. All right. So that's, continuing on. Wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination, see, of his thoughts, of his hearts. All right. Salakia, if my internet is keep going off. Hold on one second. Let me do something. Bear with me 1 second. All right. So right here, when you look at this article, this is one of the imaginations, all right, of the thoughts of man, all right, being wicked. All right. Imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on earth, and it grieved him at his heart. All right. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I created from the face of the earth, both man and beast and creeping thing and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I made them. All right. So now, um, let me get up. So you see how in times past, all right, the Lord, it repented him that he made man, because man deeds was wicked. All right. And that was the first death for the flood. Second Peter 2:4 says, for the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world. See, that was the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, and Noah was the elect, and his sons and their wives. Just like today, the Lord is going to destroy the earth, and he's going to save the elect. A preacher of righteousness bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. All right. See? And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after shall live ungodly. Right. And what's basically happening is the elites, they don't care about that example. That's why you have things like this geared towards children, man. Why? Because children are impressionable. And Esau Edom is trying to indoctrinate the children, the newer generation, into things like this. All right. To always witnessing things like this type of madness right here. All right. This just madness. All right. I think I'm going to just leave that up. Okay. So just like in times past, okay, the Lord, you know, he brought upon the flood. He's going to bring upon another flood. Now, when you go to Genesis 13, when you get into Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, because again, they're trying to indoctrinate the kids. Now, when you go to Genesis 13 and starting at verse 12, it says what? And Abraham dwelled in the land of Canaan, and Lot dwelled in the cities of the plain, and pitched his tent toward Sodom. But the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord exceedingly. And then just like Sodom and Gomorrah, okay, men were wicked, men and women were wicked, okay, before the Lord exceedingly. It's the same thing going on now. And that's why the Lord is going to bring fire. This next flood is going to be fire. Last time it was water, but now it's going to be fire. Fire. When you go to Revelation 18:2, it says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen and become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Because when you take a look at these other nations, they're adopting this ideology, man. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. All right. See, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven. See, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities, just like in times past. All right. There's no new thing under the sun. All right. The thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. All right, the same thing. Okay, verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works in the cup which she fi- filled to her double. How much she have glorified herself, right? All right. You even had a big parade on the south lawn of the White House, and they had the ABC community flag and all them people out there celebrating. All right, glorifying in her technology that they can make artificial wombs, glorifying, boasting in the military powers, things of that nature, and live deliciously. Okay. And so much torment, sorrow give her. This is the judgment for America and other places of the world. For she hath said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Right? Because when Esau Edom think he got forever. That's why when you go into these articles, they say the next decade or in the future, and then they don't take into account that the Lord is coming, bringing destruction and going to destroy their whole empire, their whole system. Therefore shall her pledge come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judges her. All right. See? And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. This is the judgment. All right. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, America, that mighty city, for in 1 hour thy judgment come. All right. So this is the judgment for America. This would be the second death when those missiles rain down, when the chariots come and just burn this place to oblivion, man. And it will never be inhabited again, just like Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. Was the end sample. In the new world, America gonna be that example. All right. Because it's not gonna be inhabited. I can only imagine that it's gonna be an example for us, to be like, this is what happened when Esau was ruling and all type of wickedness was going on. All right. So now we had got into this article. So let's just see how this really works right here. All right. And that's when we're going to get into this video. All right. So, because when you get into it, now in that article, it mentioned about the lamb, and there you see. All right. But let's play this video right here. All right. Lord willing, this is edifying.
BetterHelp has made therapy more fun.
You see the madness. All right. The madness, right? So now let me get one more scripture real fast. All right. Hold on. Now this is the company. It's called Ectolife, the world's first artificial womb facility. All right. Ectolife. All right. So when you go to Romans 1, starting at verse 21, all right, it says, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, all right, but became vain in their imaginations. All right, see, and that's Esau Edom today. The Most High have gave him this technology to fly, to make missiles, to even create artificial wombs and things of this nature. All right, but see, the elites, they know the Most High don't like man on man, woman on woman, and all these things. So they know, but they glorify him not as the Most High. All right. See, neither were thankful. All right. And even in antiquity, this is going into idol worshiping as well. Neither were thankful, but became vain in their imagination. There go the imaginations again from where? Genesis 6. and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Right. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Now let's check this out.
Introducing Ectolife, the world's first artificial womb facility, powered entirely by renewable energy. Ectolife allows infertile couple to conceive a baby and become the true biological parents of their own offspring. It's a perfect solution for women who had their uterus surgically removed due to cancer or other complications. With Ectolife, premature births and C-sections will be a thing of the past. Ectolife is designed to help countries that are suffering from severe population decline, including Japan, Bulgaria, South Korea, and many others. The facility features 75 highly equipped labs. Each state-of-the-art lab can accommodate up to 400 growth pods or artificial wombs. Every pod is designed to replicate the exact conditions that exist inside the mother's uterus. A single building can incubate up to 30,000 lab-grown babies per year. Ectolife allows your baby to develop in an infection-free environment. The pods are made of materials that prevent germs from sticking to their surfaces. Every growth pod features sensors that can monitor your baby's vital signs, including heartbeat, temperature, blood pressure, breathing rate, and oxygen saturation. The artificial intelligence-based system also monitors the physical features of your baby and reports any potential genetic abnormalities. The pods are equipped with a screen that displays real-time data on the developmental progress of your baby. These data are sent directly to your phone so you can track your baby's health from the comfort of your zone. The app also provides you with a high-resolution live view of your baby's development. A special section in the app allows you to watch a time-lapse of your baby's growth and share it directly with your loved ones. Because babies can recognize language and learn new words while still in the womb, Ectolife growth pods feature internal speakers that play a wide range of words and music to your baby. Through the app, you can choose the playlist that your baby listens to. You can also directly sing to your baby and make them familiar with your voice before birth. Our goal is to provide you with an intelligent offspring that truly reflects your smart choices. Ectolife improves your bonding experience with your baby. Thanks to a 360 degrees camera that's fitted inside your baby's growth pod, you can use your virtual reality headset to explore what it's like to be in your baby's place. See what they see and hear what they hear. Using a wireless haptic suit connected to your baby's growth pod, you will be able to sense their kicks in the womb and share this experience with your friends and family members. With Ectolife, your baby will receive the best nutrients that can support their growth. Each group of pods is connected to 2 central bioreactors. The first bioreactor contains nutrients and oxygen, which are supplied to your baby through an artificial umbilical cord. This bioreactor also contains a liquid solution that serves as the amniotic fluid that surrounds babies in the mother's uterus. It's rich of vital hormones, growth factors, and antibodies that sustain your baby's growth and development. Thanks to a system controlled by artificial intelligence, each baby receives custom nutrients tailored to their needs.
Did you guys know it costs 10 grand to bury a loved one?
I didn't know this until I lost my dad at 40, and figuring out how to cover the funeral on top of all the living expenses really took a toll on me and my mom. That's why I got life insurance. This is the website I used that simplified the whole process. Policy Genius did all of the heavy lifting by instantly showing me price comparisons. They also matched me with a free agent that helped me find my perfect plan. I pay $42 a month, but that means my daughter gets $2 million if I die. We don't want to believe it, but bad things happen. Stop putting it off and go protect your family.
Now you see that coming off? See, this reveals a new layer of skin. I gotta make sure my face is on point. So that means no dry skin, no acne scars, and definitely no under-eye bags. Thankfully, Lumen's anti-fatigue set keeps all of
Each baby receives custom nutrients tailored to their needs. The second bioreactor is designed to eliminate any waste products produced by the babies. The artificial umbilical cord helps the babies to release their waste products into the second bioreactor. With the help of a delicate layer of engineered enzymes, the second bioreactor can then recycle waste products and turn them back into useful nutrients. This way, the facility ensures a steady and sustainable supply of fresh nutrients to your baby. With Ectolife, miscarriage and low sperm count are a thing of the past. Prior to placing the fertilized embryo of your baby inside the growth pod, in vitro fertilization is used to create and select the most viable and genetically superior embryo, giving your baby a chance to develop without any biological hurdles. And if you want your baby to stand out and have a brighter future, our Elite Package offers you the opportunity to genetically engineer the embryo before implanting it into the artificial womb. Thanks to CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing tool, you can edit any trait of your baby through a wide range of over 300 genes. By genetically engineering a set of genes, the Elite Package allows you to customize your baby's eye color, hair color, skin tone, physical strength, height, and level of intelligence. It also allows you to fix any inherited genetic diseases that are part of your family history so that your baby and their offspring will live a healthy, comfortable life free of genetic diseases. Say goodbye to the pain of childbirth and birth-related muscle contractions. Ectolife provides you a safe, pain-free alternative that helps you deliver your baby without stress. The delivery process is smooth, convenient, and can be done with just a push of a button. After discharging the amniotic fluid from the artificial womb, you will be able to easily remove your baby from the growth pod. Everything is perfectly designed so you and your partner can enjoy the delivery process. To ensure full transparency, our post-delivery free DNA paternity test helps you confirm the genetic identity of your baby so you can return home knowing that your baby is genetically yours. You don't have to worry about power cuts or carbon footprint. Ectolife uses highly efficient, clean, renewable energy consisting of solar and wind power. The highly advanced pods operate with minimal energy needs, making it easy for your baby to make it to full term without any complications. And for those who want a more convenient solution, Ectolife is made accessible so your life can be easier. Thanks to our miniaturized bioreactors and long-lasting batteries, you can use Ectolife growth pods at the comfort of your home, allowing you to incubate your baby in your building without the need to visit our factory. By owning your special growth pod, you will have the ability to build a happy family, one baby at a time, away from any birth complications. The concept of Ectolife facility was designed by biotechnologist and science communicator Hashim Al-Ghaili. It relies on groundbreaking research work that has been conducted by scientists and engineers since 1950s. Tired of waiting for a response from an adoption agency? Unable to find a suitable surrogate mother? Worried about pregnancy complications? Worry no more, because Ectolife got you covered. Ectolife, reinventing evolution.
So this is Esau Edom, man. And again, Romans 1:22, it says what? Professing themselves to be wise. It said, matter of fact, in verse 21, it says what? Neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations and foolish, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. All right. And again, when you think about Esau, Edom, he has a God complex. All right. So when you go to 2 Thessalonians 2, and starting at verse 3, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. And that already happened with the Israelites. And that man of sin be revealed. And that's what's happening now. The son of perdition, okay, who opposes and exalt himself above all that is called the Most High. See? Or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Right. All right. That's what he do. All right. That's one of those vain imaginations. All right. See, foolish heart was darkened, man. Okay. Now, when you go here, another thing about those imaginations, and one thing that we got in the article that they was talking about was what? The technology. So when you go to Revelation 13, I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast come up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And when you go in antiquity, you had the plebeians and the patricians, okay, in ancient Rome. And now you have what? Because this is Rome 2.0. This is the revised Roman Empire. America is. All right. Now you got Democrat and Republican. All right. He spake as a dragon, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. See? And he causes the earth and them that which dwell therein to worship the first beast. All right. Because America has laws, legislations, principles, ideologies like ancient Rome, whose deadly wound was healed. Right. The Roman Empire. All right. Because after the Dark Ages, when the Israelites ruled, they came back into power. All right, verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. And that's going into the missiles, another technology, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles. Now, when you bust this down, it's going into the technology. That's what it said in the article. That's what the video is representing, technology of a false womb, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the womb by a sword and did live. Okay. So, but the point in this verse was those miracles. Those miracles is that technology. That's why in verse 22 it says, professing themselves to be wise, but became fools. See? Okay. Verse 23, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like a corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Right. And that's going into that idol worship. Okay. Wherefore, even think about it. They go out to the Bohemian Grove and they got a big ass tall owl statue that they pray to probably and do all type of sacrifices and worship. This is going into it. That's why I went to Ecclesiastes 1:9. What? There's nothing new under the sun. All right. It's nothing new under the sun. Okay. Continuing on. Verse 24, wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. See, let's go into that word dishonor. I want to look that up. It says to dishonor, to insult, treat with contempt, whether in word, deed, or thought. All right, treat with contempt. All right, and when you go into contempt, that's like to disregard themselves. Okay, that's why that's where you get this coming into play. See? This is where you get this right here. because when you go into this person, they disregard their body, taking the hormones. All right, cut. See this person, this woman right here start growing facial hair. Okay, why is that? Because of the hormones. Okay. Looks like I was the wrong one. So to dishonor. All right, but see, the Most High gave them up to that. Okay, He gave them that spirit. Continuing on, it says to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie. Yeah, like when somebody said the Most High love those type of the ABC community. All right, they think the Most High don't care about that. All right, and to worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Okay. For this cause the Most High gave them up to vile affections. See, for even the woman did change the natural use, that which is against nature, and likewise also the men, leaving their natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was meat. All right. And when you go to the NLT, it says, and men, instead of having normal sexual relations with the woman, like the Most High created, burnt with lust for each other, men did shameful things with other men, and as a result of this sin, they suffered within themselves the penalty they deserve, right? And it's ultimately going to metastasize to a missile. When you get to these people, they're mentally ill, and a lot of them be depressed. That was in this community. He killed himself. All right, they have all type of sicknesses and illness because they're taking all these pills. All right, it's a lot just to try to reverse something that the Most High put into action. All right. So what? They suffered within themselves the penalty they deserve, right? Giving up to these vile affections, giving up to these unnatural lusts. And then again, ultimately, you're going to metastasize to that lake of fire, man, which is those missiles, the chariots. All right. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. Okay. To the next lesson. Shalom.